A pleasant morning to each and everyone present over here. Myself, Shreyash Mukherjee from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel University of Agriculture and Technology, Modipuram, Meerut, of BSc AG Honours, second year, and my companion.
Good morning, myself Ayushi Pandey.
So, it fills my heart with joy to stand and present my views on the topic that how to make Digital India a reality in India. First of all, what was the source by which you got the information about this fest? What was the source by which I made this presentation and presented in front of you all? Are these not the examples of Digital India? The answer lies within your heart. So let's search for these examples and answers and begin the presentation. The vision of Digital India started with the two quotations stated by Shri Narendra Modi and Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad. Shri Narendra Modi stated that e-governance is an essential part of our dream of Digital India. The more technology we infuse in the governance, it is better for India. Shri Ravi Shankar Prasad, who is an Honorable Minister of Communication and Information Technology, stated that Digital India is more for the poor and underprivileged. It aims to bridge the gap between the digital haves and have-nots by using the technology for citizens. First of all, what is the concept and model of Digital India? Digital India is simply a campaign which was launched by Government of India on 2nd July 2015 to ensure the services are made available to citizens using the information and communication technology. The model of Digital India. As we all know, that Indians have proved that the Indian talent is the best talent around the globe. Whether we take the examples of the NASA, 36% of scientists are Indians. We take the examples of MNCs, CEO of Google, Facebook, everyone is Indian. So we have proved that the Indian talent is best in the world. And when this Indian talent will meet with the information technology, we will definitely have a better and secure future. Then, the 9 pillars or the 9 statues or the areas that needs to be conquered by the Government of India. The first one, the broadband highways, to ensure the connectivity to each and every person, whether in the darkest corners of the whole world. The second one, universal access to mobile connectivity. Each and every individual must have the access to the mobiles and its connectivity around the globe. The third one, public internet access program. The fourth one, information for all, so that any individual is not able or will not say that I will not get this kind of information. The fifth one, e-governance, so that we can increase the rate of transparency in the entire government system of our nation. Because we all know that the government system of our nation is the most complex government system in the whole world. The sixth one, the e-Kranti. As we all know that India is an agricultural based country. So the major focus must be made on the agricultural sectors to increase their production, to increase their yield, to increase their profits, and to get more and more results with the smallest inputs. The sixth one, the IT for jobs. We all know that the Make in India campaign, which was started by Shri Narendra Modi, with the first statement that we are not the job seekers, we are job givers. So each and every individual must not run for the jobs, rather they must apply or use the concept of Digital India to make the new approaches to give the jobs to other individuals. The eighth one, the early harvest programs. As we all know, with the term Green Revolution of our nation. So when the Green Revolution started, it mainly aimed with the tough varieties. Why? Because the tough varieties needs the early harvest programs. So from there in the 1960s to 2020, the concept remains the same, but the path becomes different to use the digital media, so that each and every farmer must not run to the cooperative sector for each and every task and give the orders to the digital communication and get the results in the shortest and the definite time. The ninth and the most important one is the electronics manufacturing. Today, we are living in the era of 21st century, which is known as the era of technology. And when it comes to technology, it is related with the electronics manufacturing. So if we are able to increase the rate of the manufacturing of the electronics sector, I'm definitely 100% sure that we will have a digital India in the nearest future. Now, I would like to allow my companion to carry out with the further case study.
Good morning. As we all know, to win a race, every hurdle needs to be crossed. Or our government, if really want to establish digital India in reality, these challenges need to be solved. Challenges of digital India are: first one, high level of digital illiteracy; second one, connectivity to remote area; third one, compatibility with database; fourth one, cybercrime; fifth one, net neutrality. Does digital India really exist? Yes. E-governance, e-marketing, e-agriculture, online business portals, e-hospital, or digital locker system, national scholarship, and most importantly, cashless transaction establish the existence of digital India in reality. I proudly say that our organization has contributed a lot in establishing a digital India in reality. Every hostels are equipped with broadband facilities, daily weather forecasting related to agriculture, private online classes for JRF exams, online virtual treatment for disease in crop. At last, we want to conclude. Digital India is a huge step toward building a truly empowered and balanced nation. Though the goal is still far away because it is not easy to establish all the 9 pillars for a huge population of 136 crore. But the persistent attention of our government will not definitely end up in failure, and we will definitely have a digital tomorrow. Thank you. Any questions?